Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. We are back with part 2 of my 2021 yearly favorites, otherwise known as the Abby Awards. And in today's video, we are going to be talking through my top 10 favorite skincare products of the year. I did struggle with this video a little bit. I was telling you guys this over on Instagram. If you don't follow me there, you definitely should, because I ask for input there on videos a lot. But I was just letting you guys know I was feeling like this was a little bit redundant since I just uploaded my AM and PM skincare routines. I was like, I don't want this to feel like the same thing over again. Would you rather me talk about the 10 products that I use the absolute most, or 10 new launches this year that I really loved, even if I didn't use them as much as those other 10? And you guys said that you wanted to see the top 10 products that I truly use the most, my holy grails of the year. So that is what we are going to be doing in today's video. And boy, are these products the loves of my life. But before we talk through all of these products, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and drop a comment below letting me know what one of your favorite skincare products of the year was. Thank you so much for doing all of those things. It really helps to support me, so I appreciate you so much. And as always, if you need anything from me at all, it will always be listed in my description box below, including my Lightroom preset filters for editing your Instagram photos, my SPF merch, timestamps, discount codes, links to all of the products in this video, and links to my favorite beauty products of all time. All right, let's jump into it. All right, let's start off with my favorite makeup remover. So this is something that I clearly have been obsessed with. I haven't ordered my backup of this yet. I need to do that right after this video because I cannot live without it. It is the Neutrogena body oil. It's their light sesame formula. I don't know what that means. It has sesame oil in it, but light sesame. I'm like, what? There's really nothing going on with this oil as far as having standout, really impressive ingredients. I just love it because it's fragrance free and it works amazingly well to remove my makeup. It's quick and easy. It's like one swipe and everything's gone. It is so good, and it doesn't feel greasy on the skin, which is definitely something that I look for in a cleansing oil. So I have to use this with a microfiber towel, so I have to talk about these at the same time because they're a package deal. I got these off of Amazon. I am obsessed with these. I will get this wet with warm water, then pour the cleansing oil on it, and everything's gone in about 5 seconds. It's incredible, magic, amazing. I love. My favorite cleanser of the year is absolutely, without a doubt, no questions asked, the Bybee Milk Melt Vegan Oat Milk Cleanser. I have raved about this so many times that I feel like I need to apologize for sitting down to rave about it yet again. I'm almost out of this. I have maybe one use left, which brings me a level of stress I can't quite describe. But this has a ton of really nice hydrating ingredients in it. Things like glycerin, aloe, lactic acid, coconut extract, and xylitol. A couple soothing and protective ingredients like a probiotic called lactobacillus ferment and oat kernel extract. So all around, it's just a nice, gentle cleanser. It gives you an effective cleanse, but it's non-stripping. My skin feels so replenished after I use this. The formula is incredibly silky soft and smooth. It's lightweight. Oh my god, it is like a dream of a cleanser. My skin feels like a baby's butt after I use this, which is every morning and every night. I don't know that I see myself ever fully replacing this anytime in the near future. I just am so in love with this. I mean, you guys get it. You get it at this point. We're moving on. All right, let's move on to serum. So my favorite AM serum actually surprises me a little bit. I never thought that I would replace vitamin C in my skincare routine, but I think I officially have. So I told you guys in my morning skincare routine that I was testing out the Buffet plus copper peptides from The Ordinary, and that you're not supposed to use this with other strong antioxidants like vitamin C. So I was like, we'll pause on vitamin C, just try this, go back to vitamin C if this just doesn't quite do it for me. But this does it for me. This has copper tripeptide 1 in it, which I would say is like an all-encompassing anti-aging ingredient. It's supposed to boost collagen and elastin production, so in doing so, it's going to improve the appearance of things like fine lines and wrinkles, skin elasticity, and skin firmness. But on top of that, it's also an antioxidant with wound healing and anti-inflammatory benefits. So that one single ingredient has tons of benefits to it, but on top of that, there are a lot of other ingredients in this serum that are incredible for the skin. So there's also a soothing and protecting probiotic in this. There's several peptides in addition to the copper tripeptide, like matrixyl 3000 and argireline. There's amino acids to replenish and nourish the skin, hydrating, calming ingredients like sodium hyaluronate, allantoin, urea, sodium PCA. The list goes on. So this is one of the most expensive products from The Ordinary, and it makes a lot of sense when you dig into the ingredients and what's actually in this product compared to a lot of their other products, which really only have 1 to 2 standout ingredients. This is truly amazing. So I would say over the past month or so specifically, I've really started to notice a difference in my skin as far as how plump and glowy it looks. And I would not BS you guys on that. I'm saying that completely truthfully because, to be honest, I forgot that I started using this in my skincare routine, but I did make sure to leave everything else the same because I really wanted to know if this was worth the hype, if it would make a difference. And I just find myself catching my skin in the mirror, if that makes sense, in a way that I didn't used to. You know, when you walk by the mirror and your skin has changed and you're like, dang, what's going on? I feel like that's been happening, and I haven't really connected the dots until I sat down to make this list. And I was like, oh my gosh, this has absolutely made my skin look healthier and more youthful. I really think it's made a big difference, and so much so that it has replaced vitamin C for me in my 2021 yearly favorites. So I think this is amazing. I plan to continue using this over vitamin C. I mean, for the foreseeable future is good. My go-to serum for my nighttime skincare routine has not changed though. It's still the Dermatology Needleless Serum. This is another product that I have not shut up about basically for like the past year and a half. I just love it so much. I'm gonna read off some of the amazing ingredients in this. This has niacinamide, methylglucoside phosphate. That is an ingredient that can help to boost collagen and elastin production, especially combined with amino acids, which this formula also has. This has matrixyl 3000, again, a peptide. It has sodium chondroitin sulfate, which is an ingredient that hydrates in a similar way to hyaluronic acid. And this also has hyaluronic acid. It has ceramides. It has panthenol, which protects and soothes and calms the skin, and a lot more. So another product that I think is just stacked as far as the ingredients goes. The formula is so nice. It's very soft, very hydrating, and it just feels really refreshing. I love reaching for this. This is one of those products that you're excited to apply to the skin. It feels very self-care. It is just incredible. So if you're interested in picking up this product or any products from Dermatology, because I do have actually 2 more dermatology products in this video, I do have a discount link with them. It's listed in the description boxes of all of my videos. If you click on that link and then make sure not to click on any of their pop-ups that offer you like 10 to 15% off or whatever it is, if you just use that link, it will automatically apply 20% at checkout. I really appreciate you guys using that because it does help to support me. You don't need to if you don't want to, but again, I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. So that's available to you if you want 20% off, or if you don't, that's fine too. But either way, you gotta try needleless. Let's move on to moisturizer, and my favorite moisturizer for my AM skincare routine. So it is, of course, the Vanicream Daily Facial Moisturizer. This is actually just my most used moisturizer of the year by far, because I was also using this at night in the summer when it was really hot and humid and swampy out, and I just wanted something lightweight. It just never lets me down. So this has hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and lecithin. All of those ingredients together are going to hydrate, protect, replenish, renew the skin. So I love that. Other than that, there's not a ton going on with it, but that is another reason why I really enjoy this product. It's fragrance and essential oil free, like all of the products in this video, of course, but nothing in this that is going to irritate the skin, and this never causes stinging or burning for me, even when I am having those days where my skin is really acting up and is especially irritated, which just happens with my skin from time to time. This is the perfect formula for me for a daytime moisturizer as well, because it's incredibly lightweight, but it still leaves my skin feeling moisturized all day long. I find that with some moisturizers that are so lightweight that they're almost like a gel, those are great at hydrating the skin, but then they don't leave my skin moisturized for a long period of time, and my skin starts to feel dry as the day goes on. None of that with this. It's perfect. It's not greasy. It absorbs into the skin really well so that it meshes beautifully with makeup. I never have issues with makeup pilling on top of it. It's just perfect. I mean, the packaging maybe isn't perfect, but I don't even care because the product is so great. But when I do want a moisturizer that's a little bit creamier and a little bit thicker for really cold, dry months, or for my nighttime skincare routine, my go-to has been the Dermatology Peptide Night Cream. This has a little bit more going on when it comes to standout ingredients that really impress me. There's actually 6 different peptides in this. I feel like I don't need to list off all the peptides, do I? No, I'm gonna spare you guys. There's 6 different peptides in this that are going to help with anti-aging, like fine lines, wrinkles, skin firmness, texture, elasticity, skin tone. So I love that you're getting some anti-aging benefits with this moisturizer. There's other great ingredients in this like ceramides, cholesterol, allantoin. So all around definitely warrants a higher price point because it has some amazing ingredients that can really benefit the skin, and the formula is absolutely beautiful as well. For a moisturizing cream, yes, it's definitely thicker than something like Vanicream, but it still is not a thick, heavy cream. It's on the lighter weight side for a cream, but it still feels incredibly nourishing and conditioning. It's soft, it's silky smooth. It's just so nice. If you have never tried this, you are in for a treat. I mean, I've talked about this so many times. You guys are probably like, oh my God, here she goes again. This is the best nighttime eye cream you could ever use. If you have never used an ointment around the eyes at night, you need to, because something that is this thick and occlusive is going to be your best bet for really locking in all of those hydrating, replenishing ingredients in your serums that you're using underneath it and helping to prevent moisture loss, which is essential, especially around the eyes, because of course we are extra prone to fine lines in those areas. So I'm trying to do everything that I can to slow the progression of that. And I just feel like this is the best way to do that. So this is the CeraVe Healing Ointment. It's something that you could use all over the skin if you would like to help to heal skin that is extra dry or chapped. You could use it on the lips, or you could use it for a nighttime eye cream, which is my personal favorite use. And for the millionth time, this, yes, has a lot of really nice occlusive ingredients in it to help to lock in that moisture, but on top of that, it has things like hyaluronic acid, ceramides, vitamin E, cholesterol, panthenol. So unlike a lot of other ointments, Aquaphor, you're getting a lot of extra goodies in this product to hydrate and replenish and protect around the eyes as well. There is nothing like putting this around the eyes and then waking up in the morning. I am telling you guys, do that for like a month and you're gonna be shocked at how amazing your skin feels. This is like my favorite step of my nighttime skincare routine. Ooh, yes, I love it. All right, let's move on to sunscreen. So I have 2 different sunscreens. The first is my favorite untinted sunscreen, and it's my last favorite dermatology product. It's their broad spectrum SPF 45 sunscreen. They have actually come out with new packaging this year. I still have a lot of backstock of their old packaging, so if you're seeing that in videos wondering, this is the old packaging. They have upgraded to really beautiful white rose gold packaging, which I love. This is a combination sunscreen, so it has 2 active ingredients in it, 12% zinc oxide and 7.5% octinoxate. There are also some extra goodies in this, like niacinamide, glycerin, vitamin E, hyaluronic acid, and knotgrass extract, which is an antioxidant that does provide some additional protection from UV damage. So that is a really nice addition to a sunscreen like this. But my favorite part about this is definitely the formula. I feel like it's almost like a lotion to a powder, but not in a dry way. It's just so incredibly lightweight and kind of just settles into the skin in the most natural way possible to whatever your skin type is. So it's not something that mattifies the skin, but it's not greasy and shiny whatsoever. So if you have oily skin and you really struggle to find sunscreens that don't make you look oilier throughout the day, but at the same time don't mattify the skin, if you're not into that, like I'm not, you still want your skin to look nice and fresh, you're gonna be in love with this. It is just the perfect formula for that, and there is absolutely zero white cast. I love it. My most used tinted sunscreen of the year is the Color Science Sunforgettable Total Protection Face Shield Matte Sunscreen. So this is an SPF 50. It is a mineral sunscreen, so zinc oxide is the only active ingredient. It's water resistant for 40 minutes, has a PA rating of ++++, and it has some great ingredients added to it as well, like niacinamide, bisabolol, snow mushroom, lipochromin, and iron oxides for some additional UVA protection. So all around, great ingredients in this sunscreen, and it has a really nice formula. I know that it says it's matte. I do not agree with that at all. It definitely does not look matte on the skin. A sunscreen that I do think is mattifying is something like the Australian Gold Tinted Sunscreen. This is nothing like that. It definitely has much more radiance to it, more of a dewy finish, but at the same time, it's not nearly as wet and shiny looking as a lot of other tinted sunscreens that I have tried. So like, for example, Elta MD's UV Clear sunscreen that's tinted. That looks shiny on me. This is not quite like that. I would say that the consistency of this is medium as far as the thickness goes, because it's not super liquidy lightweight, but it's also not thick and heavy. It's just kind of somewhere in between, which I actually think makes for a really nice wintertime sunscreen because it's conditioning and moisturizing. My only beef with this is the shade. I like the fact that it's not too warm in undertone so it doesn't look orange, but this is something that I can't use in the winter when I don't have self-tanner on because it's way too dark for me. So great match when I do have self-tan on, but that's about it. So I would love to see more shades. If we could just see more shades in tinted sunscreens from every brand in 2022, that would be amazing. I'm just over this one shade fits all crap. It's not just a color science thing. This is like what every brand does, but it's ridiculous. This is not going to work for many people. A lot of the times it doesn't even work for me. So, but nonetheless, I do think it's a really nice sunscreen. All right, so those are my top 10 products. I know that this is supposed to be a top 10 video, but I feel like it would be just highly inappropriate for me to not at least acknowledge the existence of tretinoin. I feel like this, to me, I was like, well, it can kind of be number 11 because it's a prescription product, and I wanted to give you guys my top 10 products that I don't have a prescription for that are just a little bit easier for you to get access to. But this is something that I use every single night. I have for the past few years. I will for the rest of my life. It's my holy grail anti-aging ingredient. It is the best thing that has ever happened to my skin. It helps with acne, it helps with anti-aging, it helps with texture, brightness, everything. That's why it felt inappropriate to not include this in this video, because I was going to say if you get nothing else from this video, get yourself a prescription to tretinoin, but I know that that's just not for everybody. Some people prefer retinol, that's totally fine, but I just had to include it to let you guys know that yes, this has not changed, will never change. The brand I'm currently using is Agency. I'm gonna link my PM skincare routine below because I kind of explain that, how I switched from Curology to this and what the deal is with that. You can get tretinoin from your derm or from a service like Agency or Curology, or there's others. Doesn't matter. I would highly recommend. I can't live without. All right, you guys, those are my most used skincare products of the year. I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope it wasn't too repetitive, but now you can truly see how much I love these products, how much I ride for them. These are just the best. I love them so much. So let me know in the comments below if any of these products are also your favorites. Are you gonna test anything out after watching this video? If so, as always, everything will be listed and linked in order of mention. What are those hands? In my description box below, so it's really easy for you to find. If there is something that you were obsessed with this year that you think I need to try, let me know that in the comments as well. But that is everything. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell and send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for doing all of those things. Thank you for watching. Your support means more than you know. Stay tuned for my next video. That will be up in a few days, but until then, I hope you have a great few days.